I am out at a outside. This is really great. It's an outside shooting range today, and as I'm here, I had a thought that we as Christians don't know if we should even own a gun. We don't even know if we should have a gun. We don't even know if we should shoot a gun. And as you can see, I got all my guns out today. I got this, I got that gun over there, I got a bunch of guns. But the reason I wanted to talk about this today was that I am a gun owner. I have pistols, rifles, and I looked at what the Bible describes to us as what I would categorize as a modern day gun. And I want to go to it just now. In fact, it's in John chapter 18. This is Peter. We're talking about Peter here in John chapter 18. And in verse 10 it says, "Then Simon Peter, having a sword, drew it and struck the high priest's slaves and cut off his right ear. Then the slave's name was Malchus. Then Jesus said to Peter, 'Put your sword back into your sheath. Shall I not drink the cup which the Father has given me?'" So what's interesting about this comment that Jesus makes, Jesus is just simply saying that, hey, don't protect me here. The will of the Father, the will of God is that I would go and be killed. So I know you're wanting to protect me. I know you're wanting to essentially draw your weapon and protect me. But I want to tell you that you shouldn't do that. You should put it back in your sheath. Put your weapon back in its holster. And so, if you really want to take this verse to the nth degree, what you could say is, hey, look, even the apostles carried weapons. The weapon was not meant to protect you from bees and caterpillars and spiders. I mean, it's a sword. It was meant to protect you, obviously, probably from the wildlife, from other things. And look what Peter went to do. He went to use his weapon against another human being to protect the Messiah. So this verse tells us a whole bunch of interesting things. Not only does it mention that he drew his sword in front of the Messiah to protect the Messiah, it was a weapon. And nowhere do we see Jesus say to him, hey, why do you even have a weapon? What do you got a weapon for? What are you doing? What are you doing? No, he's saying put down your weapon, not because you shouldn't have a weapon, but he's saying put down your weapon because the will of God for my life, Messiah talking, is to die. So don't protect me. And then in that verse, he goes on then, to be captured, and the Roman centurions got him, and they took him away. So, verse tells us a lot, and it really kind of opened my eyes to the idea of a weapon. So, anyway, as we go into this end time, we are in the end times. Should you own a gun? Should you own a gun and have it in your house? Absolutely. Why not? I have guns in my house. I own guns. I go to the shooting range. Look, I'm shooting on cardboard, and I'm shooting the AR rifles on steel. But should we? Yeah. Why not? The apostles had weapons. The apostles protected the Messiah with a weapon. He drew it on another human being and wasn't afraid to protect the Messiah, to protect the will of God, or what he thought was the Messiah. And in this case, we see that Jesus told him put down the weapon because it's actually the will of God that I be captured. So if you are a Christian and you're watching this and you're toying with whether or not to buy a weapon, you're toying with the idea, did, the Bible talk about weapons at all? Should we use weapons? I just feel like the Bible is very clear. Peter walked with a sword. He had a sword on his hip, just like I got a gun on my hip. So I think it's an overwhelming yes. I think it's an overwhelming yes. And to show you kind of a little bit of the weapons I have a shield here. Here's a shield. And then I also have a AR-15 scope on it. Holosun, green dot, a light at night. So essentially, if someone was to come into my house or bother me and I needed a light, I can pick this up and use the green dot there. You can see through there. It's a green dot. It's really cool. But there is scripture, I believe, that supports having a weapon on your hip, because Peter had a sword on his hip. I believe there's scripture for it. I also believe that there is scripture for protecting the ones you love with a weapon against a threat. And that's exactly what Peter did there in John chapter 18. So, it's interesting times we live. I believe that we will see an Antichrist. I believe that we will experience the mark of the beast as the Christian church. I believe all those things. And something that may not get us free from the Antichrist, and we may not escape persecution or tribulation or jail or prison or being killed, but something that could possibly prolong it or possibly even protect us in the dangerous times ahead would in fact be maybe a weapon. And so I would encourage people to get a weapon and be responsible. Go practice, go shoot, get all the classes you need, get all the licenses you need. I have done all that, and I don't see any scriptural reason why we cannot have a weapon to protect our family in this end time. As an apostolic follower of Jesus Christ, you're looking at somebody who believes in weapons and believes in protecting the ones you love with a weapon. Power is knowledge, and the lack of it is death. God bless you.